Welcome back to the show, Extra Rich. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and hit that bell button next to it so you are notified whenever these videos drop. On the menu today, we have ways I inconvenience men in my daily life. Oh my goodness. All right, I guess let's jump into it.
Is that I try to there are some ways that I try to inconvenience men in my daily life. And before people comment that I'm a man-hating woman and this is why men don't like me and are mean to me and this is why men hate women, it's actually not why. Because I tried to be nice to men and I tried to make them understand how their actions have consequences and it didn't work. So now I'm treating them the way they treat everyone else. The first one's very simple, and I've heard people talking about this on TikTok, and I think it's so important as a woman to start doing this for yourself and for society at large, especially if you live in a walkable city or if you're in a crowded place like an airport. You have to watch where you're going, move out of people's way. In my experience, men don't tend to do that, especially if they're walking in groups. They expect you to move out of their way, and if they're on their phone, they're not looking because they expect everyone to move out of their way. And so I don't do that anymore. Instead, I walk as straight as possible if I think that a man is going to run into me. And if he doesn't move out of the way at the last minute and runs into me, I glare at him because I think they learn. They have to learn. The next one is actually more of a movement that I'm starting with a hashtag and everything. Like it's 2016. Like I'm serious about this. And it's man spread back. I live in New York, so I take public transportation every single day. And I have started to notice how men sit versus how women sit on public transportation. And I'll give you an example of each. Typically, women are trying to put their legs together to make themselves smaller, their bags are on their lap, to let other people sit down, right? Because it's a public space for everyone. More often than not, when a man is sitting down on public transportation or anywhere else, he's sitting like this, at least like this. Sometimes it's worse, sometimes there's a bag next to him.
We have balls.
Either way, he's not thinking about how much space he's taking up because he's
Oh, man. We do have something called a dick and balls, okay? Hanging between our legs. It's not very comfortable when you're squeezing those with your legs. Like, oh, my goodness. And then she said when she walks down the street, she basically runs into men. I'm sorry, but she doesn't look like that big of a person. I highly doubt that's happening. I doubt it. And if it does, she's probably getting knocked on her behind. Like, come on now. Like what are we doing? Like, oh, I'm just intentionally gonna run into men. Like, bro, as if people are just running into folks. Like, come on now. Jeez. This is just all made up outrage, in my humble opinion. Y'all can let me know in the comments, but on a day-to-day basis, men are not running into people intentionally. Like, come on now. Or man spreading to take up unnecessary space intentionally. Like we got something called a dick and balls, okay? Of course we're not gonna close our legs. It's not very comfortable. Just saying. Like, come on now, bro. This is silly. Like, what? I'm not even sure I believe her, but hey.
There's a bag next to him. Either way, he's not thinking about how much space he's taking up because he's never been told he's had to. That's why if a man is man-spreading next to me on the subway, get one of these. I put my knee over his leg. Oh yeah, two can play at that game. And there's a heel on my boot, so I would watch out. The last one I have for you today, like the rest, very simple, but incredibly effective. And that's just reminding men how loud they're being. Again, often something they don't think about because they've never had to, but they often should. Just last night, I was walking with my friend, leaving a concert, and there was a group of guys behind us that was yelling so loud, like for no reason. Like they were walking in a line right next to each other, and one of them was just screaming because he didn't feel like he had to be ashamed of what he had to say. Isn't that crazy? So I often in this situation will tell men, we're right here. That's a good one. Or, let's take it down a notch. So let me know if there's any I should add to my list, and let me know if you try any of these and how it feels.
No, nobody else is doing this with you. This is ignorance. And the thing that came to my mind as I was watching that, it's like, bro, she seems so miserable. Like, so miserable. Why are you bothering everybody else? Ain't nobody bothering you. Mind your business. Mind your business. And two, like, who made you supreme leader? Like, who voted you as dictator? Like, who says that you get to, I guess, all of a sudden give these speeches to men, or you got to show men? Like, come on now, stop it, bro. And like I said earlier, I don't even believe that she's actually walking into men. She doesn't look like that big of a person. She would get knocked on her butt if she was actually running into every man walking down the sidewalk that she thought was walking in a straight line. Like, come on now, bro. Stop it. Stop it. Like, if all men were really that terrible and all we did was run into people, you'd be seeing a lot of people get knocked on their behinds on a daily basis walking down the sidewalk. There would be constant, boom, somebody fall flat on their butt. Boom, somebody fall flat. Like, come on now, bro. This is silly. And that's why I say she seems miserable, bro. Miserable. Like, mind your business. Go have fun. Like, it's a lot more things in life to do than to be out here running into people intentionally to show them, to teach them a lesson. Like, oh man, folks, man, I don't get these people, bro. I really don't. Like, this screams to me the classic mid-30s, early 40s, ain't had a man stick around for nothing and has a bunch of cats. That's what that screams. That's what that screams to me. The classic I invest all my money into pets kind of person, because I ain't had a man stick around for nothing. Because it would be miserable. Oh man, fellas, could you imagine being with somebody like this, bro? I can't. I cannot, and I will not. That is just a miserable living, bro. My goodness. Enjoy life. There's so much beautiful stuff to see out here, and you worried about a man not closing his legs because he has a dick and balls, and you worried about running into men to teach us a lesson, as if we give a shit about that anyway. Like, you look like you're this big. Like, bro, you really want to run into us? Oh, okay. I'm not going to knock you down on purpose, but if you randomly run into me, like, while I'm not paying attention, I guess, you probably going to get knocked on your ass. I'm just saying, you know? I'm not advocating for knocking people over, but, like, bro, if you intentionally targeting men to run into them, like, that's just stupid, man. It really is. It really is. But y'all get in the comments and you let me know if you agree. Does this seem like a miserable person to you? Do y'all agree with me? Do you agree with her? Y'all talk to me in the comments, all right? Thanks for tuning in as always. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and hit that like button as well for the YouTube algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. Y'all stay safe out there. Peace.